Why is Arteezy and most pros playing Ursa again? Well, there's a lot of things that changed about it, but the biggest one is probably for the swipes being changed. You see, prior to 725, your passive would give you 28 damage per stack, and when you ulted, it would increase that damage of those stacks by 1.4, at least at level 1. When you multiply 28 times 1.4, you get 40, which is exactly the damage Ursa deals now, without having to commit his ult, and this in turn gives you kill potential in lane, easier time roshing, and even more importantly than that, and this goes back to the enrage changes, prior to this patch, even if you had a good game, you will need to ult to get Aegis, and the cooldown of level 1 ult was about 70 seconds, meaning your Aegis effectively lasted for about 4 minutes instead of 5. Whereas now, since Arteezy doesn't need to ult, look how he quickly postures mid to start sieging after claiming the Aegis. But okay, let's start from the beginning. Is Ursa better in the laning stage? The answer is yes. Let's consider last hitting prior to this patch. If you hit one creep once, and you hit it again for a last hit, you would have 21 extra damage. But now, you have 30, which is 9 extra damage at level 1. Really substantial. When you get to level 3, that number jumps from 42 to 60, which just further proves my point. Arteezy's opener nowadays relies a lot on whether he's against melee heroes or range heroes. Against melee ones, he went for this Fairy Fire Sleeper build into an Orb of Venom, which makes a lot of sense when you can reliably hit people. But against the double range lane he fell victim to, he decided to grab a Ring of Vision. If you think about it, with the ring costing 225 gold and you having it in your inventory for 10 minutes, you're going to get 1200 HP for 225 gold and you can sell this later. Whereas 3 Tangos heals you 150 HP less than that and costs more, and you cannot sell the Tangos back. Not that big of a difference, but since Ursa really wants Phase Boots, Windlace, Quelling Blade, Mask of Madness, and at best a stick, you do have the slot for the ring, and against heavy harass that you cannot trade against, the item fits like a glove. So consider this item for any hero that doesn't really want to build Brave Band or Bracer, just a hero that wants to get like a bigger item straight up. Now that's all said and done, why Madness though? Well, you cannot really rosh without lifesteal right now, and when you consider the possibilities, Mask of Madness just makes much more sense. You already have a mana regen talent, and so Vlad's is meh in that regard for you. Your hero has a ton of damage mitigation with her ult, so the armor is not really needed, and the important part of it is the fact that you can later disassemble Mom into either Butterfly, Orchid, Satanic, whatever you think you need. Then, you add the insane attack speed which your hero likes, especially now that you have less enrage hits, and your Fury Swipes deal more damage, and there you go. From the games I watched from Arteezy, he would always get Basher after Mask of Madness, and then the options are Blink, BKB, and Abyssal. Abyssal is the free game item, BKB is the I'm falling down item, I probably will not secure next Roshan and I have to defend my base with the item. And Blink Dagger is a little bit more difficult. For instance, in this game he has a Grimstroke, he does benefit a lot from having the Inkswell, if you have a Lich in your team, if you have a lot of gap close already, following up with Blink that has more cast range than Abyssal Blade can be really interesting. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. With the new patch dropping and coronavirus being spread so fast, I'm intending on making quick, effective, no filler videos for you guys about the patch, so if you're into that, make sure to ring the bell for notifications. If you're struggling with gaining MMR and you want coaching, follow me on Twitter to get information about the 1-week promotion I have, and in case you love the channel and want to make it even better, check our Patreon. Alright guys, have a good one, bye.